Alrighty, everyone. Welcome back to DSP versus the Internet for Saturday, the 15th of April, 2023. I believe this is episode 9, and this is part 2. If you missed part 1, be sure to check it out. But let's continue on with the Ultra member submissions. Chevelle. I remember Chevelle from back in the day.
Wait, don't need to pepper spray anybody. Whoa, they're just having fun. Are you fucking kidding me? No, whoa. This is a rock show. This is what we do at rock shows.
We just spray
we have fun.
Right here. Fucking spray me in the face with pepper spray.
We're here celebrating our Independence Day. We're having fun, right, people? Oh, man.
So what this is, when bands help the fans. So this is when bands, I guess, stop their performances to try to help fans in a concert. That's kind of interesting.
Greg, can we do anything? They're taking that kid, those two guys away. They're just having fun, man, really.
Wow. That guy's got a hard on for some action. Why don't you go get in a fight with your best friend?
Huh.
Maybe spray yourself in the face.
I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't know that was going to go down like that.
Thank you, Jade, for being a member. I appreciate that.
Yeah, but they're still taking those two kids away right there. Where are they taking them?
I'm pretty sure these guys are fucking going to war, too. What the fuck?
Can we talk to the planner of this event right now, please?
Hey, we need an announcement.
Bob?
I Prevail. Never heard of them. Oh, it's one of these bands where they scream. What happened? Oh, he caught some kid or something? What happened? What the hell was that? I don't even know what happened. Right? I wonder what happened. Oh, they were going to drop the girl? So he jumped off the stage and he caught her? Holy shit. Well, that was cool of him. Damn. When bands help the fans. This is Five Finger. I've heard of Five Finger Death Punch, but I don't think I've ever heard their music.
Is that guy okay? Tell me, is he all right? I see him back there right now. Is he okay? You don't fucking slam somebody on their fucking head like that, you fucking douchebag. We are all on the same fucking team tonight. You got me? And I will not play this next song until I find out that guy's okay. You actually pushed him over your shoulder and slammed him on the ground. And you're still standing here.
Kick him out!
Kick him out!
I can fucking see you from here.
Fuck him up!
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Kick him out!
This is a goddamn concert. People pay a lot of money to come here and have fun, not get their fucking head smashed in. I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a deal, and I'm talking to you. I know you're fucking listening. You go apologize to that kid right fucking now. Make a lane. Let him fucking go. Because if you don't apologize, I swear to God, I'll have a fucking white shirt in here kicking your ass out.
You would think at concerts they would have no violence policy, and if you get caught doing it, you just get thrown right out. Like, where's the security? The moment he called the guy out, security should have been over there handling the situation. So what's going on? Again, I don't know because I don't attend concerts like this, right? I mean, I'm curious. Why would the venue security not have been over there immediately to handle the situation?
Why aren't you taking fucking acceptance for this, man? You're the one that did it. You, right there in the beard, motherfucker. I saw you do it. Go out there and tell him you fucking apologize. And you still aren't moving, are you? This is what makes heavy metal look bad. Stupid son of a bitch.
Linkin Park. Rest in peace, right? Is it Chester? Chester passed away, the lead singer. What happened?
Somebody needs some help down here. Somebody's fucked up down here.
Can't tell what's going on.
All right, thank you guys. All right. Hey, yo, one thing I just want to say thank you to these guys down here for helping us out. All right?
Megadeth, oh my god, I've never even seen these guys in person. What happened? I can't tell. A kid? This is a pretty old video, huh? I don't think this is HD. Huh. That seems like a pretty old video. Breaking Benjamin. See, I know a lot of these bands. I used to listen to Breaking Benjamin, actually. Oh, guys, I got a little bit of fluctuation in my internet right now, just so you know. If you're noticing any kind of frame drops or whatever, I am getting internet issues right now. So my apologies to those watching on the live stream. I can't help that. I am seeing my internet is fluctuating a bit. So you guys may be seeing some frame drops and things. Not that it's a huge deal on a React stream or anything. It's certainly not as bad as like a gameplay stream. But yeah, I am seeing some internet fluctuations this afternoon, just to forewarn you guys, okay? All right, let's, you know what? That's nice, but I think we want to move on to the next video. That's kind of a nice compilation, right? That's interesting. Band's doing the right thing, trying to help out their fans. I like that. Derek, yes, thank you, but Derek, I don't react live to things. I'm trying to watch the clips. Derek keeps telling me about a Paramore concert. It's like, yeah, but I'm not going to stop and read a whole paragraph right now, Derek. Sorry. Okay, I think my internet is solidifying a little bit. Okay, let's continue.
We're going to break a rule. We're breaking one of the rules of number file. We're talking about something that isn't a number. We're going to talk about infinity. So,
okay.
Infinity. Now, like I said, infinity is not a number.
Right.
Right? It's an idea. It's a concept. It's the idea of being endless, of going on forever. I think everyone's familiar with the idea of infinity, even kids. You start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, you might be 5 years old, but already you're thinking, what's the biggest number I can think of? And you go, ooh, it's 20. You get a bit old and you go, maybe it's 1,000,000. It never ends, does it? Because you can keep adding 1. So that's the idea of infinity. The numbers go on forever. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to tell you one of the more surprising facts about infinity. There are different kinds of infinity. Some infinities are bigger than others. Let's have a look. First type of infinity is called countable, and I don't like the name countable. Brady gave me a little bit of a just there, because if you're talking about infinity, you can't count infinity, can you? Because it goes on forever. I think it's a terrible name. I prefer to call it listable. Can we list these numbers?
Listable
All right, let's
infinity?
do the simple numbers. 1, 2, 3.
You're not going to do all of my jokes.
4. How long have we got?
10 minutes.
All right. 5, 6.
And he just does this for 10 minutes. That's the end of the
whole
video.
Numbers. So this is called countable. Listable, I prefer. What about the integers? All the integers. That's all the negative numbers as well. So there's 0. Let's have that. But there's 1 and -1. There's 2 and -2. There's 3 and -3. Now, that is an infinity as well. And in some sense, it's twice as big because there seems to be twice as many numbers. But it is infinity as well. They're both infinity, and they're both the same type of infinity. They both can be listed. Perhaps more surprisingly, the fractions can be listed as well. But you have to be a bit clever about this. Let's try and list the fractions. I'm going to write out a rectangle. 1 divided by 1. That's a fraction, that's allowed. Let's have 1 divided by 2, 1/3, 1/4.
And you just go forever.
Okay, that goes on. Let's do the next row and have 2 at the top. 2 over 1, 2 over 2.
What's the point,
2
though?
over 3, 2 over 4.
What's the point of us doing this exactly?
3 over 1.
Is there a point behind this?
4 over 6. 4 over 7, now it goes on, and we can keep going. So here I've made some sort of infinite rectangle array of fractions. Now, if I want to make a list like this, though, if I went row by row, you're going to have a problem. If you go row by row, I'll go this, there's 1, half, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and I'll keep going forever. And I'm never going to reach the second row. I can't list them, not that way. You can't list them that way.
That's right.
You'll never reach the second row. This is how you list them. Slightly more clever than that. You take the diagonal lines. Now I can guarantee that every fraction will appear on one of those diagonal lines, and you list them diagonal by diagonal.
What?
So that's the first diagonal. Then you list the second diagonal. There it is. Then you list the third diagonal. Then you take the fourth diagonal and the fifth. So eventually you are going to list every fraction. Every fraction appears on a diagonal, and you're going to list them. Now, if you take all the numbers, right, that's the whole number.
What? Why? Who cares? Infinity is infinity. Numbers go on forever. So why do we need to list them? The whole premise doesn't even make sense to me. I mean, maybe I'm overthinking it, but it's like, so the only way we can list them is by going, diagonal or whatever, right? It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, why do we need to list them? The whole premise doesn't make sense. I'm a little confused as to why we're listing. Like, why are we listing them, right? By the way, now I'm seeing more noise in the line. So again, guys who are live, sorry. It looks like there is some noise in the internet today. Sorry about that. Hopefully it will clear up. It's going all over the place right now. But it is what it is. Hopefully it will clear up during the course of the stream. Sorry about that. 7 million views to see a guy talk about counting numbers. I don't even know why we need to count them. Like, what? You didn't even explain the premise of why we need to count infinity. What? Who cares? We know it goes on forever. I'm a little lost. I'll watch a little bit more, but if he doesn't get to the point, I'm probably going to skip it.
Number line. Let's try that. Look, I'm going to draw it. It's a continuous line of numbers. These are all your decimals. You've got 0 there in the middle.
Wait, you're going on about decimals. Why don't you tell me why we need to count this to begin with?
But it has a third. It will contain pi and e and all the irrational.
So here's the deal. All right? Seriously. Here's the deal. This is a classic case of, you know, can we or should we or why are we doing this, right? Kind of like, remember the Jurassic Park quote? You were so busy about figuring out how to do something, market it, stamp a label on it, and sell it, you didn't ask why should we do this. Why are we doing this? 7 million views. Why exactly are we doing this, number file? Why are we caring about counting this? If you'd explain, so here's the deal. We need to count infinity because we could use it for this mathematical application or this one, and once we quantify it, we can count it, it does this or that. He literally like, well, we can't count infinity, so now let's talk about how to count infinity. How about I do this? That's a little better. By the way, now we are into open nominations. We are past the Ultra members now, and we're going to open nominations now. Here we go.
Hey, Pikachu, I choose you! Go!
Pikachu!
Pikachu uses Thunderbolt!
Pika-Pee! Big Ow!
Venusaur, oh no! Counterattack with whatever you feel like, man!
Wait, hold on, what? Venusaur with a question mark.
Yeah, I don't know, whatever.
Dude, come on, man! Fuck! Venusaur! I don't know what my fucking attacks are, dude. You're the one who keeps track of that shit. I just fucking take the hits for you.
Pikachu uses Thunder Smash!
Pikachu! Ow, fuck. Oh, God. Man, this is... Venusaur!
Look, I don't care what you fucking do. I don't even know what
just say fucking Solar Beam. Venusaur.
Whatever, do Solar Beam.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Venusaur!
Oh no!
While he's charging
using his thunder smash, use your bolt of lightning.
Pikachu! Fuck! Ow! Okay, am I gonna do the thunder? Wait, I don't even need your permission for this one. I mean, Venusaur. Bam! Oh, God, my fucking knee! That's my knee! Damn it! Shit! Oh, man! Why didn't you evolve me, you asshole?
Because I love you, Pikachu.
Do you want me to lose? Is that what you want? Christ! All you feed me is puffins. I need nourishment. Tauros meat or something.
We don't kill Pokemon.
We do. We do it for you, you fucking assholes. God damn
Look,
it.
man, I'm really sorry about
Fuck
this.
you, man. You suck. You stupid evolved prick. What do you even do? You just a plant? Shut up, man. It's all your fucking fault.
Hey, I didn't even...
You're the one who was all, oh, I gotta do an attack. You could have just walked away. But you didn't, you prick. So fuck you, dumbass. My knee. Oh, man.
Wow. This is 12 years old. So this was 2011. Animation. I've heard of Egoraptor before. This is the first piece of content I've ever seen from Egoraptor. Is it animations all the time, or is it other stuff? I have no clue. I've never seen it. But it was all right. It was a funny parody of what a Pokemon battle would be, adult oriented, obviously, right? That was all right, I would say. Okay.
What's up, man? What can I get for you today? What's up, man? Can I get a caramel frappe? He said, what?
What?
Can I get a caramel frappe? You mean caramel? Nah, y'all don't got the caramel no more?
Caramel.
Like, I used to have that all the time. What happened to the caramel frappe? We never had anything called the caramel frappe. I think you talking about the caramel frappe. Yeah, that's what you talking about. Y'all talking about caramel?
Oh, no, caramel.
What did you say? Caramel? It's not caramel. Man, look, I don't know what flavor y'all arguing about, but y'all need to go try that caramel.
Caramel.
Anyway, it's caramel. Bro, shut your ass up. It's caramel. What are you talking to? It's caramel, dumbass. It's not caramel, bro. Did you even finish school?
No, this is, when I was growing up, I always called it caramel. And my parents called it caramel. Everyone I knew said caramel. Everyone did. And then all of a sudden, when I was getting older, people started calling it caramel. And I don't know if that was because they wanted it to sound fancy or something. You know, I have no clue. But it's true. Different words seem to have different pronunciations, and then people argue about it, right?
I graduated college. Yeah. All your English teachers dumb as f. They got you out here looking stupid. You dumb as f saying caramel. Who the f say caramel? That's the right way, stupid. Hey, look, I don't mean to budge into y'all argument right now, but can you, like, ask your manager about the caramel? Shut your ass up!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hey, what's up, man? What can I get for you today? What up, man? Can I get a bottle of water?
What did he say?
What the f is that?
Water?
Can I get a bottle of water?
Water.
Like H2O? You over here trying to say water?
I like that one. That one was pretty good. No, it's true. There's different people who pronounce words completely differently, right? And then they argue about it. And sometimes you say, what did you say? You don't even know what they're saying. But I used to say caramel. It was always caramel. For a while, I thought it was spelled C-A-R-M-E-L. I didn't know it was caramel. I had no idea. It actually is supposed to be caramel. Huh. Uh-oh. Animated violence. What's this? Jeff Lou. Don't know who that is. That is one skilled bean with a big ass. What kind of a bean is it? A coffee bean? A dancing coffee bean. Look at this one. They'll do elaborate dance moves. What the hell is this? Oh, synchronized. Synchronized bean dancing. You're about to get served. Come on. Flip. Now they're identical? No. They've swapped hats, so they totally can't be the same people. Excuse me. The same being. What in the holy hell are we watching? The top floor, too. They're only allowed to wear green and blue, apparently. They are coffee beans. They're dancing coffee beans. The dancing coffee beans. Alright, there's not much to this, but it's oddly entertaining. No? It's oddly entertaining. Killer Bean Forever, entire first scene. This is 14 years old. This is from 2009, YouTube. It's not funny. It's weirdly entertaining. I don't know why I like it, but I like it. Does anyone know why I like it? I can't even explain it. Like, I want to watch it. I'm not going to watch any more of it on this show. But for some reason, I want to watch it. I don't know why. Ego Raptor makes cartoons about video games. He made so many cartoons about games over the years. Oh, yeah? What's up, Pickle Man? Good to see you. All right, let's continue.
The end might not be near. Doom might not be inevitable. But not according to the news.
True.
After a weekend of dramatic White House emergency actions, U.S. President
Joe Biden has given the go-ahead for a controversial oil drilling scheme. Environmentalists say it's a carbon bomb.
Carbon bomb.
Winter in the West, persistent drought and overdevelopment cause record low water levels for tens of millions of Americans.
And a warning. This is going to be
part of the fallout from the
reckless,
dramatic
roiling controversy, sort of culture war type
disinformation, witch hunt.
Those were lies.
Not language you use if you are hoping for a diplomatic outcome.
Imagine a forest. Imagine it's your home. It's both your shelter and your source of sustenance.
Okay.
It offers rocks to make axes, timber to build shelters, but most importantly, berries and nuts and ducks and all sorts of food. But to get to it, you have to go out. Okay. Out is scary. Out is where the threats are. You're on a path. Your sightlines are limited. This forces you to walk, to search. As a necessity for survival, to find the food that will feed you, your mate, or your child, that will ensure a slightly altered copy of your DNA gets copied once again. To keep the species alive, you need to tread into the unknown. So you walk, and you search, and you walk, and you search, and you walk, and you search, and you walk, and you bear. There's a bear. Epinephrine, cortisol, your heart rate spikes, breathing quickens, blood vessels contract, digestion stops, your vision focuses, your pupils dilate, your hearing drops out, your muscles tense, and within an instant, your body has reworked itself. Reprioritize resources, switching from a physiological state suited to exploring to one that can best assess, address, or evade a threat. This split-second moment of identifying a threat has occurred immeasurable times through human history, ending in immeasurable different outcomes, but each of these outcomes can be categorized into one of two categories: survival or death. Extraneous factors altered each. A slippery rock slowed a retreat, a convenient cave offered refuge, a blunt spear inhibited a defense, but when summing up the total of those immeasurable instances, there was a pattern. The degree of that physiological response correlated to the likelihood of survival.
Okay.
How well muscles tense, how much vision focused, how quickly cortisol released, all this mattered to whether or not a human survived an encounter with a threat. So, through the totality of humanity, the DNA that created humans with a stronger response to the negative was more likely to get recreated through offspring. That's evolution. But that's also a theory. What we do know with certainty is that today's humans respond more strongly to a negative stimulus than a positive one, even when those two stimuli are objectively equal in weight.
Okay.
Think back to high school.
I agree.
What do you
Just like, I mean, we've been talking about this for ages. People react more to negativity than positivity. It's absolutely correct. You can hear a few nice stories on the news, nobody cares. The moment that you hear the terrible negative story, people talk about it. On YouTube, you can have a bunch of positive, fun content. Okay, some people care, but the moment you have drama, the moment you have something negative, you're tearing down someone, there's a controversy, oh my God, someone got in trouble, someone got exposed, That's what gets the positivity. That's what gets all the attention, correct? So I agree here. The system that fuels media negativity. Yup.
The great jokes you told?
Yep.
Or all the awkward encounters? This disproportionate response is something that we can and have proved time and time again in academic research, so we call it the negativity bias. But what we can't directly prove is whether or not this is something natural, something rooted in our DNA, crafted by evolution, or if it's cultural. Maybe society overemphasizes negative moments. Maybe the awkward encounters from middle school really did have more of an impact on others' perception of us than the great jokes, and so we've learned to react to them appropriately. But evolution leaves its fingerprints, and natural experiments can search for them. Certain humans are male, certain others are female, and the most critical component of evolution is reproduction. During human pregnancy, the evolutionary influence of parental death differs depending on whether it occurs to a father.
Man, I want to know more about this. It's taking forever. It's like a super long-winded explanation, right? Maybe we could actually, you know, continue this in the next video, because we do need to split the part in a minute here. It's like I'm interested to know, did they do a scientific analysis of why people like negative things so much and focus on them? But man, it's taking forever to explain. Let's go a little bit further.
Or mother. If a father dies, the likelihood of reproductive success does go down. There's then only one individual in a diminished physical state to find food and fight off threats, but there's still a chance. If the mother dies, however, that's it. Reproduction fails. Evolution stops. But simultaneously, in an era when pregnancy was far more perilous than today, reproductive success went up when food was more plentiful. Therefore, the chance of a father's DNA getting passed on increased as they found more food, but to do so, they couldn't be too worried about the negative, the threats. They needed to be motivated to take the level of risk that optimizes for finding the most food possible, even if it increases their chances of death. Meanwhile, the mother, with far higher and more direct evolutionary pressure to survive, must first and foremost focus on—
Okay, I'm bored. At first, it seemed like it was going to be interesting. It's such a scientific analysis of it. I don't really think it's this deep at all, I'll be honest. I think it's more of a psychological and cultural thing. I don't think it has anything to do with the science he's ripping out here and trying to say, this is what's behind it. I don't think so. Not at all. I think it has to do with maturity levels. It has to do with the desire to see others get torn down, and that's a cultural thing, and that's a psychological thing. I don't think it has to do with the mother and father looking for food. That's ridiculous. People don't go on YouTube to see drama videos about people's downfalls because they're looking for food. That's insanely stupid. So sorry, Wendover Productions. I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I think you're going off the deep end with this one. Okay. Guys, that's part 2, and I apologize to those who were live here. I know that there was some fluctuations in the stream. It looks like the stream has solidified at this point. But thank you for watching, and thank you to those who are enjoying and supporting. All right, this is part 2. We'll have many more parts to come this week. Thanks, and I'll see you for those.